The last few years have been some of the longest of Leif Torgersson's life.
He was always with her every day, like all the time. He couldn't want to leave her.
She lived in an assisted living in Great Falls, so he didn't want to be more than an earshot away.
Leif's wife Sheila got sick before Colby started high school, so his grandparents were never able to see him compete in person.
We send a lot of videos and pictures and see him when we're not in a busy sports season, but it's been extremely hard on all of us not being able to have my mom and dad here over the years.
Sheila passed away April 14th. As hard as the previous years were, these last 6 weeks have been even tougher for Lori. The necklace she wears says it all. But family has always helped this group get through the toughest things in life, so Leif decided it was time to see his. That just so happened to coincide with state track in Laurel.
The fact that everything allowed me to come down and spend it with my daughter and my grandson, very, very important to me.
When he told us he was going to be able to make it, this was the first trip he's had in at least 4 years. It meant everything to all of us.
And I was just like, I got to do it for him. And then that's what gave me that extra motivation for that.
Martinez had 5 events on his weekend schedule, but his focus all season had been on long jump, much to Mom's dismay.
My mom was like, you can't do it. I don't want you to get hurt. And I was just like, I'm doing it this year if you like it or not.
He's had troubling knee problems for a long time, and first week of track practice he says, he's over at the long jump pit, and I'm like, you're not jumping. We kind of had a little discussion, and I lost the discussion. Now I'm really glad he didn't listen to me for once.
Colby clearly had a natural talent for it, coming into state with the 4th best mark in Class B. But on his final jump of the season, with Grandpa looking on, something gave him a little more.
Usually I don't hit the board. My marks are always bad. I'm usually like a foot behind. I knew once I hit that board, I was like, oh, this is good.
It was a personal record, 21 feet 4 inches, to put Colby into the lead. But there were still 2 jumpers left.
That was brutal. I had major anxiety. Before he did his jump, I said a little prayer, and I just really felt my mom was with him. And I truly think she helped him pull it off.
Neither of the final 2 could catch Colby. When he realized he'd won, he did his best high jump audition, almost scaling the fence to celebrate with the ones he loves most.
Big emotions for me too, yeah, it very much so, because I could see how much it meant to Colby, and he performed so well.
We were able to have a good friend of ours take pictures of it all, and when I saw the picture last night, of course, I started bawling all over again.
Colby's jump was the culmination of months of hard work, of the melding of all that natural talent and proper technique. But was it also something else?
We were talking about that actually last night at the house with everyone, and we're like, what are the odds that happened when he was here? And all of us were just like, exactly. It was just a great feeling to have him there for it.
It's been such a tough year with everything with COVID, and then my mom, and for him to have that moment.
And the state Class B long jump champion, Colby Martinez.
It's just a moment that none of us will forget.